everyone, welcome or welcome back to the Missy Money channel. I'm Missy, I'm a mom of 3 and the owner of Missy Money, a small business that specializes in minimalist and aesthetic cash stuffing essentials to help inspire and motivate you on your personal finance journey. Today I'm going to be cash stuffing my 3rd paycheck of October, including variable expenses, sinking funds, and savings challenges. Stay tuned. All right, guys, so this is my 3rd paycheck of October, and we are fully in fall vibes here. So as always, I'm going to go ahead and start by looking and seeing what is left over in my variable expense envelopes for my weekly wallet and deciding if I'm going to unstuff those or if I'm going to roll them over to the next pay period. So for groceries, let's see what we've got. We have got, let's pull these together, $14 left. I'm going to go ahead and unstuff that. Eating out was fully spent. Gas, I do have some left over, but when I typically have funds left over in gas, I usually roll those over. There's some spending money, it looks like, in here. Yep, $20, so we're going to unstuff that. I don't think I touched my family envelope this week, so nope. So I'm going to go ahead and unstuff that. Be kind, I think I did pull a 5 from this this past week, but I'm going to leave what's in there to the next pay period. And then I did fully spend miscellaneous, which went to subsidize some additional eating out funds that we needed. So so that is fully spent as well. And then I am not going to touch my spent envelope yet because it is not the end of the month. So I'm just going to keep that as is in my wallet. So that is it for unstuffing my weekly wallet. And I'm just going to take this stack of cash and I'm going to go ahead and put it into my cash holder, and I will add that at the end of this video to the rest of the funds that I've got for savings challenges, and we will use that to contribute to savings challenges. So I did use my digital budget planner to go ahead and plan out this pay period. So I'm going to go ahead and just jump on over to that really quick to point out a few things. All right, guys, so I'm actually not going to spend a ton of time in this tool because nothing changed about my allocations from my previous pay period. So today is October 11th. This pay period will run from October 11th to October 17th. And because I'm a weekly paid employee, it does represent 25% of my monthly income. Now, as always, I am keeping my bill and debt payments in the bank. So with every paycheck, I allocate 25% of my bill and debt payments, and I keep those in the bank so that over the course of 4 paychecks this month, I will have saved up 100% of my bill and debt payments, and those will be in the bank and ready for auto drafting November's bill and debts. So nothing changed about what I kept in the bank. Nothing is changing about what I'm stuffing into my wallet, my sinking funds, or what I am setting aside for my savings challenges. So I just really quickly wanted to come over here and kind of, for those of you that are new, show you the digital budget planner tool and show you how I plan out and allocate my amounts per category. But again, because nothing's changed, not a ton to do here this time. All right, guys, so I did use the digital budget planner to do that planning, but I also just wanted to have this cash planning notepad to the side as I did my cash stuffing. So you can see that I just transferred over my categories, my amounts, and then the cash denominations that I planned for each envelope. And again, this will just be a reference point for me as I did that right off to the side. So same as my digital budget planner, I am stuffing a total of $1,085. Here are all my different denominations. And I used that kind of cash planning summary in order to fill out a teller slip when I went to the bank to get my cash. So you can see here on my teller slip, $1,085, the same denominations. And I will go ahead and put my cash into my cash holder here. I got some crinkly bills from the bank today, especially the 5s. Some of them are pretty gnarly, but money's money. We'll take it. All right. So there's that. So as always, I'm going to go ahead and start with my weekly wallet and my variable expenses. So first up will be my groceries, and my normal amount for groceries is $200, which I stuff as a 100 and 250s. Groceries we usually actually do in person. So for grocery trips, I actually do usually end up using cash versus card, but that's one of the only categories where I'm usually more a cash spender than a card spender. Okay, eating out. Eating out is getting $125, which is 250s, a 20, and a 5. Gas is going to get $30 added to this, so I will go ahead and add that. Spending is going to get $40 this week. Family is also going to get $40. And then Be Kind, I'm going to take the 5 that I budgeted for this week, and I'm just going to add it to that envelope. Oh, that 5 had some tears in it. And then Miscellaneous is also getting $40. So I will go ahead and stuff that into Miscellaneous. And that is it for my weekly wallet. I am all set for this next pay period. And next I will go ahead and jump into my long-term sinking funds, starting with emergency. So emergency is getting $40 this week, which will put emergency at 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40. Next is Christmas. Christmas is getting its usual $40 contribution. So Christmas is now at 1,000, 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 170, 190, 210, 230, 250, 270, 290, 310, 330. So $1,330 in Christmas. Holidays is getting $10. And so Holidays now has 100, 200, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. And I should be pulling from that this next week for Halloween costumes, where I'm making the kids make a final decision on what they want to be for their Halloween parties at school, because we have been all over the animal kingdom, all over every single character that you could think of, from books, shows, whatever it is, and I need them to zero in on something so we can get it ordered. So I'll probably tell them tonight that they need to make a final decision. All right, medical got $20. So medical now has 100, 150, 170, 190, 210, 230, 250, 270, 290. Every single day we ask, and every single day it seems like we've gotten a different answer. So I'm gonna force a decision here. All right, insurance. Insurance is getting $20. So insurance now has 100, 200, 250, 270, 290, 310, 330, 350, 370. I'll let you guys know next week what they decided on. All right, home. Home is getting $25. So home now has 100, 150, 170, 190, 210, 230, 250, 255, 260, 265, 270, 275, 280. In home. In car is getting $15. So, car now has 100, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 185, 190, 195, 200, 205, 210, 215 in car. And that is it for our long-term sinking funds. Next, we're going to move into our short-term sinking funds here, starting with shopping. So shopping is going to get $25. Shopping now has 20, 40, 60, 80, 85, 90, and 95. Date night is getting $25 as well. So date night now has 50, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85. $285 for date night, which would be enough for a couple date nights. So either we need to go on a date night, or I can start slowing down saving for that one. All right, family fun. Family fun is getting $20. So family fun now has 50, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 50. We are going to go to a little like seasonal farm to pick out pumpkins and stuff. So I'll probably pull from that to do that. That's going to be, I think, in a week and a half-ish. All right, clothing. Clothing is getting $25. So clothing now has 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 5, 10, 15, 20. So 120. Self-care is getting $20 this week. So self-care now has 50, 100, 50, 170, 190, 210, 230, 250, 270. In self-care. And then Lola and Luna. Oh, Lola and Luna's empty. So Lola and Luna are getting 25. They had their follow-up appointment. For those of you that have been on the channel for a little while, you know that they had a very expensive, like $1,600 appointment, where we just learned one of my pups, Lola, has Cushing's disease, and she'll get a lot of kind of secondary conditions just as a result of complexities with the Cushing's, and she had some skin infections we needed to deal with. Well, we learned on her follow-up that a couple of she actually has a couple of strains of skin infections that we're treating just to make her, you know, get rid of them and give her a better quality of life. And one of them is resistant to all but one antibiotic, and the antibiotic that will work on it is a daily shot treatment. So since we've had that follow-up, I've been taking her every day this week to get her shot, because she has to get it in really close to 24-hour intervals, and she'll have to get it at least for a week, but up to 2 weeks. It just kind of depends on how fast her skin responds to the treatment. So we've been doing that, and that series of shot was more than I expected it to be. So I had $100 in this envelope. It ended up being, that series of shot ended up being $120. They like aren't even charging us for the office visit. They're literally just charging us for the medication, which is so sweet. And so I emptied this envelope and then pulled 20 from the miscellaneous envelope to make up for it. But we're gonna start stuffing that one again, because we've just learned with senior pups, man, stuff pops up, and I want to do whatever I can to make sure that her quality of life is really comfortable and as good as it can be. So gifts is getting $20, so that'll put gifts at 20, 40, 60, 80. But yeah, we were like, of course there's only one treatment option for it, and of course it's a daily shot that has to be administered within a specific time frame. So I had to rework. Luckily, my work is hybrid and flexible, but I did have to rework quite a bit of my calendar to make sure that I could get her in the same time every day. So she and I have been taking a car ride every single day. All right, Kindness Projects got 15. So Kindness Projects now has 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 210, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65. All right, Shop Small. Shop Small is getting $10, which I think we'll put this at $30, because I've been doing this one for 3 weeks now, and I am excited to shop around on your all shops. All right, and then Miscellaneous. Miscellaneous is getting $20. So Miscellaneous now has 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 50. I love having a miscellaneous envelope in my short-term sinking funds, just because it's so great if you run into a situation like I did this past week where you just don't have what you need in the envelope that you're going for, then you have a backup. All right, next, guys, is my kids binder. So we will go ahead and stuff our kids binder. So the first is Maverick. Maverick is getting $5. So that'll put Mav at 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Next is Remy Girl. So Remy is getting $5 as well. Remy now has 5, 10, 15, 20. Thank you to all of you who on the last video dropped so many amazing just words of wisdom or ideas for Remy's potty training journey, or just those of you that just like left a comment in solidarity. I hugely appreciated those too, and just like felt them so much in the depth of my soul. For those of you that have had similar challenging experiences, I super appreciated it. We actually this past week I bought some. Again, I feel like I overshare on this, but you know, whatever, here we are. There are a lot of mamas on this account, I learned from the last video, and all of you that that commented. So, but we bought some special character, like her favorite Disney characters. We bought undies with her favorite Disney characters on them because one of you all, shout out Elle, had a great idea to get, you know, undies that have her favorite characters so that she'd be less inclined to want to dirty those. So that has been working. We are on a 4-day streak now. So fingers crossed that we keep this up, but a combination of all the things that you guys recommended, we are trying all of them, and so far it's working. So y'all are the mind hive, and I super appreciate it. Okay, so Callie now has 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. I just love how, like, when there's a question, I just feel like this community of, like, everybody in this community, but especially the moms with the experience, come on and they're like, here's what to try, and I just super appreciate it. All right, kids medical. Kids medical is getting $20, so that'll put kids medical at 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 320. And we are getting to a point, I still want to stuff a little bit more for that, but if we get to like 400 or 500, I think I'll be okay backing off of that a little bit. And then activities. So activities is getting 25. So activities now has 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 135, 140, 145. And then birthdays, kids' birthdays is getting $20 as well. So kids' birthdays now has 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 320. And then kids' clothing is getting 25. So kids' clothing now has 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85. And then kids haircuts is getting $5. So kids haircuts now has 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. And then memberships is getting 15. Memberships now has 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 200, 210, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 245 in memberships, which is good because I think a few of those renew at the end of the year. And then school is getting 15 this week. So school now has 20, 30, 40, 45, 50. And we use school both to save up for back to school, but also any miscellaneous school fees that happen kind of throughout the year. And then teacher gifts is also getting 15. So that'll put teacher gifts at 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95. Which we use teacher gifts primarily for like holiday gift and then end of year school gift. And we like saving up for that separately because we like to make sure that not only kind of the core teachers get a gift, but we make sure all their special teachers get a gift as well because they love their specials and we want to make sure that all their teachers feel super appreciated. So that is it for sinking funds. So I'm going to go ahead and pull. I should have $75 here left, which is what I allocated specifically out of my paycheck for savings challenges. But now what I get to do is take that money that I had left over from my variable expenses that I unstuffed, and I get to add that to my pile here. And then all of this is going to go towards savings challenges. So I'm just going to pop all of this back into the tray. And we will see what we can do for savings challenges. So as always, I'm going to go ahead and start with a 52-week savings challenge. And I like starting with a 52-week savings challenge because the 52-week savings challenge has a fixed amount that I need to contribute every single week. So I am in week 42 of the 52-week savings challenge, which means that I will be contributing $42 this week. And let's see if I do have that exact amount. So I'm going to go ahead and put that exact amount. in. If I didn't have that exact amount, I would just round up is usually what I do. But for the most part, I feel like there have been a couple weeks that I had to round up, but for the most part, I feel like I've had the exact change for this challenge. So we'll mark off number 42, which means we are officially in the next week. We'll be in the next to last row of this challenge, which is incredible. I love this challenge so much because it's so easy and it does add up. All right, so that is the 52-week savings challenge. Next, I'm going to go ahead and pull out my 12-month savings challenge, and I am in the month of October, so I'm going to go ahead and pull out October's, bend that back a little bit. Whoop. October's tracker, which has little pumpkins on it. Super cute. And then let's see what we want to do here. So if I want to finish out that row and then maybe do 2 more rows, then I will need to contribute $60. So let's see if I've got that. I do. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and do 60. And that means I will need to do 12 symbols here. So I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, so that is it for the October savings challenge here for this week. And then next week, to finish it out in my 4th week of October, I will need to contribute $50, and then I'll be all set with the October savings challenge, which is crazy that we're there already. All right, last but not least, we're gonna go ahead and put the rest of this money that we've got here into our Magical Vacation Savings Challenge. So let's see what we've got. I think we've got a 30. I think tickets might be a 30, yeah. So tickets is $30 per little ticket symbol here. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull 2 5s and the 20 for that, and we're going to be due for a cash condensing here relatively soon. Might do that after next week's cash stuffing. All right, so that is another 30 towards tickets, which is great. And then I've got 15 left, so I'm gonna go ahead. I think I've got one that's 15. I thought I had one that was 15. Yep, food and drinks is 15. So we will go ahead and finish out the row of food and drink symbols. Just slow and steady progress on this one, which is perfect. That's what we need to do. All right, so that is it for the Magical Vacation Savings Challenge. And then I'm actually going to get my wallet back out because I do not have any savings challenges that require any ones. So I'm going to go ahead and just take these 2 ones and I'm going to pop them into my miscellaneous envelope in my weekly wallet. And that's it for my third paycheck of October. So as always, if you are new to this channel, I just want to welcome you and say thank you so much for joining. If you've been around a while, I just want to genuinely thank you from the bottom of my heart for your continued engagement and for following along on my journey. If you are on your own personal finance journey, as always, I wish you a simple budget, a calm mind, and a happy life. Thanks for watching, guys.